Hey there, fellow farmers, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story, episode 48, Greenhouse. So I'll probably have it be a 3-high greenhouse. So these are just temporary blocks so I can, no, come on, seriously, so that I can climb up. So at this level is when I start laying glass. I might need even more cobblestone. It's an expensive project. And then there is also perhaps a purpose for like crossbeams, which I could do. I'll try initially in cobblestone, but there's always the chance to do it in wooden beams as well. So that would look, maybe have one here and then have another here. It's just like having it look supported. So what, this is 3 over, so something like that. And might just have enough cobblestone for this design. All right. So if we did this, or we did do this, the next step is to use that glass and to glass up the ceiling. And then to stick a door on there. And then once we're done, it should read that we are in a greenhouse. I think I am going to have the glass, that's incorrect, the glass inset. Dear Lord, if I could place it right. There we go. On the lower half? No, I'll do the upper half. Changing my mind already. I need to build myself up there. This is ridiculous. So much easier. Yes. Good architect. The other problem with using slabs is you get sort of nonsense like that at times. So with the charcoal that we have running, we should be able to afford the rest of the glass needed for this greenhouse, and then I can pick up a new task. Yeah, that's what it will look like. So we are currently out of glass, but we're getting close to having it enclosed. So what's left for us to do is to... I'm guessing the charcoal's not done. I don't mean to have that. I'm guessing the charcoal's not done yet. Oh, here we go. More leather. Nice. And we have some prepared hides to stick in for 10 more leather. How close am I to having the actual bow? I need more fibers than I currently have. Okay. I'm going to use all my leather then in order to make a backpack. Hopefully one that I will not promptly lose. Doing a quick check of the charcoal. Maybe I'm lucky and it's done. We could fire up those bloomeries for the rest of the glass I need. So what should I work on next? As an overall project will be up to you. I could continue hunting with animal fat and leathers. I could continue greenhousing. I could look for lime. I could continue building the windmill. You guys can vote on that. Got about half an hour left. I don't see any smoke sprites, so I think the charcoal's done. If the charcoal was still in progress, there'd be like black smoke sprites rising up. Please be done. Yep, alright, it's done. Always a bit risk. Digging in it without knowing for sure. Well, it's not risk. I mean, you can make an educated guess. Cool. I got the charcoal. Can 4 include base security? I will have a sub-poll if you vote on that, of whether I work on enclosing the base or work on the windmill or new rooms. Oops. Well, that will keep us fueled for a bit, which is nice. Okay, and there we go. What to build? Up to you. Windmill, security, new room, or other. For your suggestions. Hey, bud. So I think you can see why I cut the glass in half, so that I could just tile up twice as much. It stretches it. And blue marines are fine to be rained on. It's not a problem. Now, the one thing about creating a greenhouse is that the crops, some of them like can't be rained on now. So you'll see the moisture underneath the ones. Oh, there's an extra piece of glass. The moisture underneath these, for instance, aren't going up to 100, whereas where it's obviously raining, it's 100. So just figured that's worth mentioning. Let's do a welfare check on the crops. A lot of this flax is getting close. A lot of this spelt is close. Soybeans are good to go. So, N or P. 3N or P. We'll go with spelt. Oh, and this is ready for flax. So, 1 flax. All right. Crops are tended to. Am I going to run a ring rod around the greenhouses? No. They are how I want them, and I'm not changing them. So, once the glass fires, we'll return back to finishing up the greenhouse. The first greenhouse. This one. I guess this needs a door, though. And then the other one probably could use a fence, because I haven't built... nah, maybe not a door there. Because I haven't actually built it fully. I might actually move the outside stairs anyway. That was weird. But no. Door there's fine. I like it. Okay. Yes. So you guys want me to continue the windmill project. Got it. Work on the windmill. Before I do that, I just want to secure the other farm because I left it open and that's reckless. Just so that, like, no bunnies can sneak around the sides. The likelihood of them, like, managing that level of parkour is nearly 0. But I have all these extra fence pieces, so might as well slap them down. Okay. Well, this one is safe from critters. Because nothing will be able to fly in. And the idea is eventually to have like leaded glass windows to be able to look in, make it look pretty. You know, that's when I've got spare time and I'm wealthy, but not right now. So, what do we want to do? I say we work backwards. I say we get the toggle hooked up to this gear and then work upwards towards the wind turbine, the windmill. Before that, I might even want these stone paths done, because it's going to be annoying to fall, and I fall often, so I'll get a little bit of stone for stone paths, and then we'll start, in earnest, hooking the Helve with a V, H-E-L-V-E, Helve hammer, up to mechanical power. Yeah, the reason I really want a Helve hammer, or really just a windmill in general, is a windmill is going to allow me to set up a pulverizer, which is going to allow me to get steel, or is the first step in getting steel, really. And then it's going to offer me the opportunity to de-bloom my iron blooms at much reduced cost, which is helpful. And then also make plates so that I can mass produce things like lanterns for light to illuminate the entire base, or, you know, it opens up a huge amount of opportunities that I've been sort of waiting to take advantage of, which doing it now without the Helve hammer would take just an incredible amount of time and manual labor to hammer out the plates and all that. So that's chiefly why I haven't committed to making extra lanterns or making iron armor, or just all the things that require a ton of physical labor, because it would be a misuse of my time. I did not realize I was pretty much out of resin, though. Resin is not something to go looking for in the middle of the night, however. Because I sure as hell won't find it. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Don't I have more resin upstairs? I'll double check. It might be in the smithy box. I don't recall. But if I have to go wander around collecting it from pine trees, not a big deal. One day this will be mechanized. My life will be made much easier. So leather is going to be a while, but I have a lot of prepared leather in the pipe. Oh, you know, there might be resin in the wood box. I put my... No, there isn't. Okay. Put resin in all sorts of different spots. Yeah, there is resin here. Okay, cool. Alright. So the first thing we're probably going to want is an angle gear. So I'm going to need a hammer, a chisel, a saw blade, sticks, and a piece of wood. So we'll use up the copper chisel first. And the already somewhat used up hammer. We'll use up the copper saw blade. And let me go get wood, raw wood. Shield, thank you for gifting out a sub. So hammer, saw, chisel, sticks. Oh, I didn't even grab my sticks. Fiddlesticks. And Critical Foxes for gifted subs. Thank you, guys. What I should do is I should get the recipe on, like, my other screen. Because, I'm bad at remembering. So I'll do that now. One sec. The wiki's like, angle gear, did you mean fat or resin? No. Did you mean temporal gear? No. Sometimes it's a little onerous to search. And it's like totally messing with me now. Alright, angle gear, there we go. So resin on the left, fat on the right, wood in the middle. Dastardly Dave with gifted subs too. Awesome. Well, y'all are too kind. So now we have the toggle hooked up to angle gears to an axle, and then probably... It actually... Alright, so there was a YouTube comment saying that it might be easier to move the large wooden gear over one offset, or the anvil over. I might do the anvil over... Yeah, I might move all of this setup towards the wall by one, but it wouldn't... If I did that, the Helve Hammer, the last Helve Hammer wouldn't fit here. Maybe it's just... Shoot. I'm going to move everything over one. It'll be a problem for future me. I think that will look cleaner. If I knew how to click. Big if. Oh, Lord. I'm just trying to put it flat. There we go. Okay. So this will be a little easier to hook up now, because it lines up, the gearing lines up with the system, as you can see. So I need another angle gear. Hammer, saw, chisel, wood, resin, mat, sticks. Does the saw not have enough HP? Oh, so annoying. I'm assuming that was the problem. I guess it needs durability 10, not 9 or something. I don't know. I'll stick the saw over there. When I have that many hammers, won't be an issue. Well, you'll see. Oops. My answer to that would be, don't get ahead of yourself. Worry about problems that we'll face bajillion years from now, then not now. Alright, only attached to axles. Well, this happens to be an axle. Come on, angled gear. Stop messing with me. So, these are connected. It should just be... I haven't built one of these in a... I should be able to place this here, I thought. Cannot place this block here. The connecting axle must be attached to a block. Is it complaining that it can't float? Yeah. All right. That's sorted. Get another angle gear up there. Okay. It's hooked up. At some point, I'll have, like, transmission and clutch somewhere around there. But that's one of those, like, once I have a lot of materials. Just getting mechanical power up is the goal, not for it to be, you know, how I want it built forever. Come on, cowabunga. Cowabunga. There we go. So I'll need some ladders to get access up there. So then the idea from here on is to get an axle to go up from that spot, and that axle will then go into the sky. You all voted for it to look realistic rather than to be meta last stream. But into the sky, hooked up to a rotor so that I can send mechanical power down to the gear into the health hammer. Right on. So I am going to very quickly run out of fat for this, but that's fine. Game's like, no, we don't like you climbing. So all of the infrastructure around this is just temporary. I'm not going to have a dirt windmill. Don't worry. just to get it built. So, higher than that, for sure. You want it at least 6 away from the bottom surface, because the windmill blades can be 5 long. So you don't want them intersecting the windmill blades. That would be a problem. It won't spin. So don't build something that can't spin, in other words. So what do I need? I need more raw wood for axles. There we go. So that's the last of the axles. So we'll do 8 total. All the way up. Let's get some ladders going. All right. I don't care about how it looks. I care that it works. And then once it works, I will polish up how it looks. That is the order of my concern. Maybe this is a good height. Let me see what it looks like from the bottom. A lot of it is just aesthetics. Question for you all. Taller? Yes. No. So what you have to imagine is that this axle will then terminate to one of these large gears that's set up on a platform. And then those large gears will go off in 4 different directions for rotors. The taller it is, the more power it will drive. But it doesn't, you know, it will produce mechanical power now or whenever, you know, kind of regardless of height. The thing is, I'm out of animal fat. So the thing we need to make is one of these large gear sections, which is more resin than I currently have. And then 4 of those sections into a large wooden gear. So the bottleneck right now is probably resin, but it's daytime, and I'm also out of time. But if you say terminate here, the yays, I think, are going to win in this case. So this will be the height. So the idea is, at this height, and all of this stuff eventually can be replaced with stone rather than dirt. I just happen to have a lot of dirt, no stone. The top wheel will be here. So we're really not that far away from you know, having mechanical power. It's pretty close. If I didn't have that sort of drifter bear instant, let's call it, we would be there by now. But the last thing I'm going to do in the stream is get the... Oh. Ow. That glass is still quite hot. I was like, yay, glass is done! And then I, like, burned myself. Don't do this in real life with glass. You'll shatter it. But, yeah, I wanted to get this all set and done. Can this saw at least one pane? It can. I wanted to break that saw so bad. Okay, so that saw is finally broken. What a pain, right? All right, the formal designation of a greenhouse often takes a minute to trigger when you're in one looking at your crops. It's not like an instant thing. The same is true of like when you make your first cellar or whatever. It takes a minute for the game to, because the game doesn't, you wouldn't want the game to check constantly anyway, because if it checked constantly it would be a drain on processing power, so it checks periodically and slowly at that. But yeah, I think that this is a actual greenhouse now. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, there, yep, there it is. See, so up in the crop tile, see the +5 Celsius from greenhouse? That means that that some of these crops have updated. Not all of them have, but I'm in a greenhouse currently, is what I'm telling you. So we have done it. I am in a greenhouse. Finally finished that thing. Took a while, but this is where I'm gonna leave off. I am gonna put all my stuff away and wrap up. And if you're wondering, the greenhouse can grow. I can annex or add space out this way, or inversely out this way, as long as it doesn't exceed 14 wide or 14 long. So there's room for it to grow if I want it, or I can just continue to make the same sort of sized greenhouses and tile them. And it looks like at the start of next stream, it's going to be a push for maybe animal fat, mechanical power, because we're very, very close. It feels cruel to leave off here, but alas, I think I am out of time. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 21st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you on the next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Seraphs.